Welcome back to PEARLtvsc. I'm Natalie, and we are all local all the time. And today we have the one and only Ashley Culp. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good, very good. And you are from Barnwell, South Carolina.
Yes, I am.
Tell me about Barnwell, you know? Some of our viewers may have never been.
Well, the cool thing about me is my family's been in Barnwell since the 1700s.
Oh.
And yeah, we've been there a long time, so I've got some deep roots there. Gets kind of chaotic sometimes. But anyway,
intertwined and intricate.
Yeah, you know what? Barnwell is a little small city, but to be honest with you, we're a great big giant family. That's what I like to think about Barnwell. Matter of fact, we recently did some fundraising, and you know, Barnwell steps up to where they need to be to get this fundraising.
Proud.
They are, and they're awesome with this kind of stuff. So it's just amazing to me. You know, people are like, "Oh, small town." I'm like, "Listen, that is family. Really, it honestly is."
And you have small businesses there.
I have two small businesses there. One of them is a shaved ice business. I like to think of that as my, other business, but my real business is I cut hair.
And you have fantastic hair, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I better. But yeah, I've actually had my hair cutting business there since 2007. Okay. So we've been there 14 years, 15 years. Anyway, we've been doing it a long time.
And you're the founder of the Sundial Festival.
I technically am, yeah.
How did that come about? It was a need, right?
It was absolutely a need. You know, we used to actually have the festival on the round back, I think they had the last one in 2007, I believe. Like it was maybe 2006. But they had the last one, and I mean, I don't know if it was, there was one person, and she's got to a point where she was like done, and I totally get that. I mean, because this is a lot. I actually have like about 5 people behind me.
You have no energy at all.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So energetic.
But I have about 5 people behind me, and they're wonderful. You know, Amy Davis is our vendors coordinator. I've got Melissa Roberts. She's our photographer. And she is actually the lady you talked to about entertainment. She got our DJ hooked, and he's awesome and amazing, Mr. Macmillan. I've got Barbara, who is in charge of our activities, and she's awesome too. She's actually a transplant. She actually came from up north and came down, and she has been like, doing it. Yeah. So she's awesome. Right. Yep, and I've got Robin Swim. I'm trying to think.
Giving all those shout outs.
I'm trying to give those shout outs because I love them. I need those people. Don't let them fool you. I need them.
It takes a village.
It absolutely does. And so,
well, you just told me about the name, which I thought's really cool. And tell us how you came up with the name.
Kathy Fox did that. Okay. We got to give that girl her vibe. She was in my beauty shop, and I was telling her I wanted to do a festival, and we needed a theme. Well, guess what? We have a sundial. We have, don't quote me on this, but I believe we have the only upright working sundial in the United States. Okay. That could be a total lie, but for some reason
we're gonna roll with it.
It's kind of fancy, and it's nice, and it's a beautiful area. We've just done some remodeling on our beautiful courthouse, and well, let's not call it remodeling. It's actually revamping, where they've actually took the beautiful oldness and tried to, what is that called?
Revitalizing.
Yeah. There's a word for it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyway, it's a beautiful area, honestly, and they've done a lot with the area. But we just need to give it a little more of a facelift. And so that's really what the whole thing is, try to help local businesses. And so that's what the big deal is. We're trying to help them. Yeah,
and you told me, and I think a lot of smaller, towns in our state have experienced this, where it's a main street, like Walterbrook, for example, I know is kind of doing the same thing. It's just, there's not many brick and mortar businesses anymore, and you see all these empty storefronts. And so this is really a festival to bring people to Barnwell, to show them the beautiful history that you guys have.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Amazon's not going to support your local baseball teams. Oh, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care how cheap their stuff is. They're not the ones putting money back into the city, and it drives me crazy. And I mean, I'm guilty of it too, but the thing is though, local business is where it's at. And so we're just trying to help Barnwell. That's all it is. And I have a lot of back support. The city council's on my side, Lynn McEwen's on my side. She's our town administrator, and they're all backing me. They've all been very pleasant and wonderful. The first festival, we had police escorts out there. They were helping us 100%, and went off with a hitch, so we didn't really have as much last time, but it's because it was so wonderful, and it just worked out great. So
March 13th,
yes.
Certainly anyone can come. You don't have to, you want people to come from other places. Take a day trip.
You do need to wear your mask. It is social distancing. We have to, do that with the state, because a lot of people don't know this, but we have a lot of paperwork we have to do. We actually had to get qualified from the state to have a festival. And of course we were granted access to that, and it's going to work out great. But the
food vendors.
We're going to have food vendors. Absolutely. You know, you always have your food vendors. We're going to have some delicious fair food. I'm sure we're going to have some funnel cakes. And I know that we're going to have barbecue and different things like that. And yes, we have a bunch of local artists. We invite everyone. If you hand make something, you're invited to come. You can go on barnwellsundial.com and apply for that. And also, if you don't make it to this festival, don't worry. We're going to have another one. Let's see, that's November 7th.
You said anytime the time changes, which is so
anytime,
clever. So spring and fall.
So it just kind of happened like that. But yeah, props to Kathy Fox. She's the reason that we named it what we named it. So she's like, oh, we got that sundial. And you're like, thanks, Kathy. We needed that. So
well, your energy is contagious, and I really hope that you guys can feel it through the screen here. But please support Barnwell. Please support the Sundial Festival. March 13th, we'll put the website up again. Just a fun family day. You know, no matter where you live in the state. Well, thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.